going on, guys?
I'm pretty sure before I can even get anything set up. No, James reacting message. One minute, guys. No, I didn't manage to figure out the issue, and I kind of made more issues. What's going on? James, Andy, Farm Deck, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, I might have made some more issues. So, yeah, I might have to look at another Bluetooth module. I am also looking on eBay. There's like some faulty headsets, like wireless ones. They would already have the headset wired in. Like the headset, like the both speakers wired together. So I am also potentially looking at trying to get them, see if I can repair them. But at the moment, I'm stressing with audio on this project because it has not gone to plan at all. And I might have fried the charging module board, which I'll show you guys now quickly. So basically earlier I think something was shorted because this, oh my god, what's going on with my glove? 1 minute. Okay, these gloves are scuffed. Probably by keeping power hose connected while soldering. Maybe. Now I've got a couple of spare, like wired ones, but they were going like really cheap on eBay at the moment. I think there's like 4 of them or 3 of them, and it's like £20 or best offer. So I was like eyeing that up potentially. But I might have to find like a better Bluetooth module. I think I fried this as well, the charger module. Because basically earlier, this chip on the amp board was getting like hot, like really hot. Like I don't know how hot, but I think over 100 degrees. I burnt my hand touching it. And if I plug in power, that's gone now because I had disconnected the board. I also got like really fancy and spent ages earlier off camera doing this. Let me connect the microscope. Before I jump these wires back on here, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I spent ages running like rails basically on the back. So you got power rail, and we got a ground rail, 2 separate ones. Maybe you can't power the output any lower connected to it. I'm not too sure. I do know that this isn't responding how it should do at the moment though, so I might have to like strip it all apart. So I'm gutted because I did spend ages doing that, and I was like really chuffed with it, just because I would like, it's not like super neat, but it's much neater than like a whole mass of wires. So yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to bring on the multimeter and show you guys the issue I'm having now, because I managed to like break things even more. Oh, I also removed all of these capacitors because yeah, let me show these capacitors. I think I might have damaged them. I don't know if you can see the blackness on that capacitor. And there's another one around here somewhere. But yeah, they looked scuffed basically, so yeah. I removed them. I think they were damaged. Oh, because, yo, what's going on, TK? What I did forget to mention also, I meant to jump in these two together, these two grounds with the tweezers, but I had the board rotated sideways and I kind of jumped these two together instead. That's a light and neutral. And I had a big puff of smoke come out from my tweezers, which is never a good sign. If anybody knows any good modules that I could use instead, that'd be much appreciated. So the amp is powering up. I don't know if you guys can see that. But if I get the multimeter, put the voltage DC. So I should be getting about 5 volts here, even if 4.9. But then when I go across to here, I'm only getting 1 volt now. And if I go to the battery, I'm getting 1.8 millivolt. So I'm getting power over to this board, the Bluetooth module, but yeah, millivolts basically. So I think I broke this module maybe. So I think I might have to replace that module, but we've got some more somewhere. Just got to figure out which box they're in. Where would they be? They'd be somewhere. I'm hoping they're not too far, because we used them recently. Just trying to think where I would have put them, to be honest. Just make sure they're not on the desk somewhere hiding. No. Oh, excuse me. I don't think they're in this box. I can't for the life of me remember where I put them to. Yo, what's going on, Chloe? Okay, they're not in that box. Problem with them, too many boxes everywhere. Box full of heat shrink. No. Oh wait, but they may be being, no, that's just LEDs, I think. Just love it when things disappear. They're probably right in front of my eyes, to be honest. We've definitely got a bunch of them. Just gonna keep double checking. We've got like random bags and stuff everywhere at the moment. Horses eat that. Hey. Yes, they do. trying to think where I would have put these things. Because I found a D1 Mini. I know they're normally in a small plastic see-through box, but that doesn't really narrow it down. I guess I'm gonna have to start looking through drawers. Worms, is Worms here? Yo, what's going on, Worms? Oh wait, are they in this drawer here? I can't even open this drawer apparently. Are these just thumbsticks? No, these are the modules I'm looking for. Okay. I guess I put them in a drawer. Maybe I was lying when I said they were in a plastic box. Yeah, we might have to break more things, Squish. So we're going to try replacing the Bluetooth board. Not the Bluetooth board, sorry. The charging module. Well, actually, what I'll do, I'll double check. Another one, Magic Smoke. Yeah, we've already had the Magic Smoke. I think that's why it's not working. But luckily, I've got like a whole bunch of these. Yeah, it was off camera. I was potching earlier. I'd done all of these fancy rails on the back. And I meant to short the two grounds together. I might have shorted the positive and negative on accident. Maybe. So I'm going to plug one of these in and test what we get in terms of voltages. Oh, I was going to, but I need the adapter for this tonight. 1 second, because we haven't got the extender USB port, or USB-C I should say, on this one. This way up. So again, the red light to the little one is flashing very, very mildly, but we've got a blue light on there, which we're not getting on the other one. So let's test the voltages on this. So we're going to bang on 5 volts on this one. And on the out, we're getting 4.1 and 4.1 on the battery. You might be able to repair the damaged one. Not to worry, I've blown up for 40, 56 before too. Oh damn. Yeah, maybe. Might be able to repair the other one. I'm assuming it's just a component that's probably blowing on it. But like, I have a bunch of them. I don't have any SMD components. So that's how this board should be behaving. So I guess we'll swap it over, which means I gotta take it off my damn board, which took ages. And if this doesn't work this time, I'm gonna maybe try the ESP one more time with some capacitors. Let's just disconnect this battery. I think this thing is just cursed and it's never going to work. I can be honest, I'm surprised I didn't break it sooner though, to be honest. Because we have soldered, desoldered, like this. These boards have been through hell and back. So I'm not looking forward to trying to remove this from here. This is a nightmare to get onto this board. How we even going to do this? Guess I just need to start dismantling things. Don't think I have enough solder on the end. Oh, no, maybe. There you go. It took me a while to do that on the back as well. I cut down like a whole bunch of legs, like off jumpers, one by one, and then soldered them all on the back of the board. Let's remove this amp. Okay, so we've got the amp completely removed. I guess we'll try and remove the capacitor next. Don't think this is going to be easy. How the hell am I going to do this? Can we bend it back upright and pull it in like that? Yeah, I've been busy. Busy breaking stuff. I don't think this is going to be easy to remove. Some more solder. Okay, I've got it. So that's that removed. So now I guess we need to remove this. How on earth am I going to do that? Because this is like solid boat. Oh, that solder feels awful. Like really like thick and blobby. Do we just maybe try wicking it up, see if that works? I don't think it will. We can give it a go. Don't think it's going to be that easy to separate the bolts. Wick might help, I guess. Lift it up and melt solder like you're doing. Yeah. I think that's going to be the only option. We'll give it a go now, see what happens. I've been looking at other ideas for like other projects as well. But I'm not too sure what I could do. I'd like to do more controllers because I enjoy doing controllers. But people are just asking like stupid money for faulty ones. I don't want to be paying stupid money for ones I'm going to have to repair. I'm looking for them good deals. What's a good deal? 15 per for a broken one. I'd say like 10, or maybe less, depending on the condition of it. There's people asking like most people asking like more than 15 at least. And people are asking like 18 to 25 for broken ones. Which seems too much to me. Especially like the state on some of the broken ones. Like most of them are missing back covers, obviously you've got to replace the thumbsticks. Some have like power issues, or for what console? Xbox Series, because they're the ones I can do the easiest. I've not tried any other ones. Okay, multimeter's beeping at us. Okay. Well, we haven't removed everything. But I wonder. No, these bolts are no budging. The problem is that they're glued together as well. They're soldered together. Oh, there you go. Oh. Yeah, maybe don't do that, Lecky. This bolt is broken. I wonder if I ripped any traces. Let's have a look under the microscope. Because we totally need the microscope to see if these traces are ripped. Maybe. Wonder what these little things are. That is some depth on that one. Oops. Yeah, the board's broken anyway, yeah. Thank God, because if it wasn't, it'd be fucked now. My hands keep sticking to this goddamn tape. So I guess they were bonded to this boat well. At least I know I've done a good job at that. That is some rust, this crust, and the tastier part of the PCB. Nice. Yo, what's going on, PhotoFix? Oh, my hands are like proper stuck to this. I can't get them off. Okay. So that's that bolt off anyway. I guess we wire this to the other one. I've been upgraded to 9-bit. Yeah, what's going on, 8-bit? How's things? And now, I don't want to do till RE9. What, is somebody streaming there, or is that when it comes out? Because I don't really keep up to date with like games and stuff these days. There's so much stuff stuck to my hands now. It's not great. Yeah, Michael is going to stream it. Oh, nice. was streaming it too squish, or? Okay, so we need positive and negative here. So let's quickly just tack these wires on. Is it a large download then? No, probe watch it, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, so we've got power, we can get to this thing now. Having to go through all of this again though is an absolute nightmare. Do I try to tack it back on the board where it was and line everything up the same? I probably would end up sacrificing the board trying to do that. Was it like that? Or the next one? No, it must have been that one. Yeah, do I stick it back on or do I like test it? You could solder connector plugs on that development board. What connector plugs now? Oh, like jumpers. Yeah, I could do. Problem is though, I don't know if I want to risk trying to remove this after just ripping all the traces on the other one. I don't have any more of these. Yeah, we do have some. I've cut most of them down though to do this on the back. So I do not know. Do you reckon we could try DSP with some capacitors and see if that works? Okay, let's just try. Soldering out of the out. Just gonna do a dry test of this. Out of the out. Just want to find wires. We got wires just everywhere lying around here, thank God now. Really janky looking wires though. Can you guys even see that? Okay, there you go. I need a Donor Logitech G Pro X wireless in my mod. Broken one. Okay. What are you going to be using that for? Does anybody know if it's okay to do this with these components? Just solder them together. Just need some solder. Yeah, is that okay to do? these. Ripping its guts out and putting it into your headset. Isn't the Logitech like a mouse though? That's okay to do? Okay, sweet. So now we need to attach a power wire to this. This is like the jankiest soldering job ever. Bent these legs apart to spread them a bit. Can we get these to get together? I don't think we can. Right, just stay there. Okay, yeah, that's apparently soldered. But finding cheap broken one with a dongle not easy. Ah, okay. Yeah, is there no way to the ones which need the dongles get them working without dongles? That wire's looking a tiny bit scuffed. So we have this now. And now we want to put this into the Bluetooth board. So we need another wire. Now let's solder that on here. At a really dodgy, awkward angle. I can't find any goddamn wire now. I don't mind if I want. Just going to strip this wire. Cut it down. What's the can you speak? What's the length on the other one? About this. Everything is like really awkward right now because my hands are like ridiculously sticky. So everything I touch is just like horrible. Just trying to quickly tin up both ends of this wire. Okay. I might have cut this one a lot shorter than the other one. You guys probably can't even see this right now. There you go. Hopefully that's better for you guys. Okay, so we now want to get these wires over onto this board here. I can't remember which way is which now though. So that's the outside of the board. So VCC is there, ground is there, I'm pretty sure. We'll soon find out anyway. Hopefully we get this right. I think it's the third one in. And then we need this black wire. This black wire might not be long enough. Might have to do some flips and stuff to make this reach. There you go. We need to somehow finagle this into place. trying to solder that on there to see if it actually works. Okay. Wait, what caught fire? That doesn't sound good. Oh my god, we've got stuck stuff all over this board. So the tape. So we need an amp now, don't we? Yeah, we've got an amp here. Okay. So we need to supply supply power to this amp. So we'll quickly just tack these on. Really messy job soldering, but I just want to test this thing for a minute. Just to know if anything else has been broken. Is there a cap near the connector? Could have sworn I heard it knocking then. Okay, I'll go and check. Okay, I'm back. I didn't even know who it was, but I could just hear my neighbour talking to somebody. I think it sounded like they were like looking for some address or something. God knows. So I was like, okay, well, if I don't need to go inside and deal with people, I'm not going to. Okay, wait. We need to connect the amp up. So we need our ground. Yeah, if anybody knows of any modules we could use to have a audio ground, that would make our lives 100 times easier. Is that even soldered on there? I think so. Which one are we going into? Is this left? Okay, left is the next one over. Don't know if I've got enough solder on there. Just gonna grab a big blob and try to. Oh, I don't know. That does not seem very connected to me. Okay, that's better. £7.35. I sent you the dongle from AliExpress. Same module, but the M28. I tested this. No noise. Are you saying about the M28 farm tech? So yeah, I looked at the M28. Also looked at the is that the top one, the M28 or the M30 something? But doesn't it have the pairing noise? I might have missed something about a USB dongle or something, I think, by the look of it. I'm not too sure what you guys mean by that. Let's try connecting some headphones to this. I can hardly even see, there's so much light. I was worried I didn't have enough lights before. Now I think I got too much light. I think it's too bright. Okay. Ah, yeah, M38 have China lady. Okay, so the M28 doesn't have the China lady. Okay. I'd have to have a look into that. But does the M28 have a amp built into it? Because I remember the M38 had like basically everything you'd need. I think it had like, you could power off a battery and I'm not too sure if it had like battery charging and stuff built in. But I know you could power off a battery and it had like an amp and everything built in the DAC. And the Bluetooth. I'm going to try powering this thing on now. If anything goes smoke, you guys will be able to see. No amp. Ah, damn. But 3.5mm headset out. Okay, yeah. We kind of need an amp. Or are they built to drive 30 ohm speakers or 32 ohm speakers? We might have killed the Bluetooth board. Let's have a look what voltages we're getting. This one's acting the same. Weird. Maybe something else is broken. And that's what's causing issues, because yeah, we're getting millivolts out to here now. Let's try plugging it directly in without this USB-C jumper board. Let's see what we get. Looks the same to me. Yeah, strange how if the other board's short, it's causing the output of this to be so low. I got my probes wrong, where I was just reading negative. But yeah, I'm just getting millivolts basically. Like 3 millivolts, 3.4 millivolts. Thermal cam, yeah, I don't have a thermal cam sadly. I know earlier though, this amp was getting like ridiculously warm. It's not now. But this Bluetooth module is like not knocking on. I don't seem to be getting power going to it. we could have a short somewhere maybe. I'm gonna have to try to remove this Bluetooth module from the board, I think. This is not gonna be fun. God damn it, I did not want to try to remove this. It's probably gonna break. But then we can have a look at potentially getting a different board, I guess. Is this something's getting warm here? Oh. That is getting warm. This is boiling, like really warm to the touch. Amp is dead, but you have another one on bench. Do you reckon that's what's causing the issue, the amp? If I disconnect, you could drive one way from the module and see if it can. Yeah, let's remove one from the amp. Let's see. Just blowing this board to cool it down, so I can tell. Oh, okay, we've had another wire disconnect here as well. Let's look at a power one. Okay, let's come off that capacitor and reconnect there. Okay. A quick blow. Yeah, everybody loves a quick blow. I would do the positives on the ground. It shouldn't really make any difference because there's no return pass for the voltage. If it doesn't work, we'll try removing that one. Okay, well now the Bluetooth module hasn't come on. And this is heating up again. Yeah, very fast. Could be grounded from the audio. So the only thing that seems to be getting warm though is the USB charging module. But like this is a brand new one we just put on. And we confirmed it working without any of this on there. Let's try removing both of these wires, I guess, for the amp. So we take that off, connect this one back. Remove this one. Connect that one back. Stab the shit out of my soldering stand and make more scratches on it. 4056 can get warm, but I usually only want to supply in a fair amount of current. Yeah, that thing was getting like, you could like use that as like to warm your house. It was getting that warm. It's like you could feel it instantaneously, like at the bottom of the board. The entire PCB was getting warm within like seconds. Okay, let's try again. I think this project is just cursed though. The further I go into it, the more I pot. Oh. Everything's on now. So I guess the issue is the amp. Because that's all on now. The amp is fried, yep. Let's grab another amp. Where are they to? There you go, we haven't got as many of these. I swear I had more than, oh yeah, I forgot. We done that sketchy mod on the one, didn't we? That little like capacitor up here we added. And this Bluetooth PC. I didn't check, good point. Let me have a look. Yes, connected. It just automatically connects. It's my audio device. So it seems the module is working well. So this module can take a beat in and also short in and stuff. Let's just grab another one of these. And hopefully not fry this one. More of a beat than an amp. Yeah, the amp might have been more sure what got fried earlier then when I was when I shorted the back out with the tweezers intentionally, but the wrong cable or wrong power line. Meant to shoot. Can't even speak. Meant to short two grounds together. And not short the circuit. When you connect a new amp, put a 120 ohm 1 watt in series on the VCC. 120 ohm. Okay, let's have a look. Let me find some resistors. So that'll just be a resistor that's marked 120, I assume. Let me switch to the top down for you guys. Just dump this on top of here. And pretend there's nothing underneath. 120. Um, 20, 75, 85, 200, so we've gone too far. 100. I don't see 120 ohm. I have 100. Did you want me to add 100 and a 20 in parallel with each other? Because we have 100 one here. Okay, sweet. Let me put this back where it belongs so they're all in order, because I would never be able to find them otherwise. And I'll just be swearing to you guys saying, oh no, I don't even own one of that value. Oh, can I even get that back in there now? Probably not. Okay, let's just pull one out. Okay. 100 to 200 is okay, sweet. 100 ohm it is. Some solder. Okay, so we've got a bit of solder on there now. 1 watt, that's just a quarter of a watt. So where do you want me to connect this to again? Where's our new board? So between the out and the VCC. Okay, so let's give this a test. That's not doing anything. Let's get some more solder. should be on there. Into the out. What? One what? Okay. So that's on there. Now we just need a cable to reach from here to here now, because that's like a mile long. I guess the screen cable will do for a minute. Even though this could cause issues, because there's a potential difference between the two grounds. With this one being so long. Okay. Just connect that to where it needs to go. What about times 4, 0.25 in parallel? Amp ground to ground on charger module. Amp ground to ground. I don't know, am I missing something? I didn't quite understand what you said there, sorry, Farm Tech. You did, that's okay, okay, sweet. My mission was to find, like I say mission, like the goal of this project was to find the most janky way to do things. We've definitely succeeded there. The best way? No. I can't even get that goddamn wire now. Let's get some tweezers. Get over here. Okay. What are we missing? These wires from here. Okay, we're gonna do a bit of janky bending now. Try to make this thing reach over here. I guarantee this will work perfectly, and it's never gonna fit in the headset like this. From Bluetooth, the amp at 100 ohm. From Bluetooth to amp at 100 ohm. R and minus R. I don't think we have. Do you mean on the out? No, yeah, between the Bluetooth we've only got left, ground, and right. They share a ground, the left and the right on here. So this is the ground. Can you show a microscope? Yeah. So here, resistor here and here. Let me grab some more. Would you say 100? I'd say 100 ohm. Okay. So you were saying Bluetooth left. 100 ohm. Oh no, Bluetooth left. Resistors for the killing ground loop. Would the resistors kill the ground loop though? Because doesn't that need to be a capacitor? Or are these going to act like a shunt? Because I think we need a capacitor as well if we're using a shunt. So you're saying to attack this on like this. And the other one on. The same. Like that. I just seen the title of the stream, yeah. I keep scratching the hell out of this stand with the soldering iron. Oh, you can't even see that, can you? Let me move it. So like that. How the hell are we going to reach this? So this one is ground, this one's to the one left. How the hell are we going to even reach there? We're going to need a different cable. I need a cable. Just grab some cable. I'm just going to grab any old cable for now. This will do it. Both of these roughly the same length and strip these down. Just one cable strip. These are some chunky cables. Try and tin these up quickly. Oh, the end of that is still quite warm. Trying to tin these up without a helping hand. Okay, that should be okay. So you can remove these other cables now, somehow. Okay, there's one now. Can we even get to this other one? There you go. 2 cables removed. And we need to tack on these new ones. Okay, that's one. And right, left. Okay, so the next one over is left. These are definitely too big for this. They're bigger than the goddamn pads I'm trying to solder to. Yeah, that's definitely not practical. Okay, so we've got ground is our middle one. Let's try and connect that over here. Using the world's largest wire. This one needs to go to left on the other side of this resistor. If you can kind of see that. I tin this resistor up a bit, the leg. Just melted that wire a bit. Okay. That is all connected and not junky at all. How OEM does that look? I know this isn't connected, but that's the right headphone input. And we're now inputting the right headphone input because we haven't got an output currently connected, which is completely fine. Okay. We're getting an absolutely horrible clicking noise. That's the same clicking noise we had before when we tried putting the what's it called in? DC isolator. It sounds like me spraying in both next here. Spray and pray. Is anything getting hot? Because I had that clicking before when, I know it wasn't the clicking, it was things cutting in and out. Just realised I don't have the ground connected. I think it is that. 1 second. Is this just come desoldered? Did I do that bad of a job? Alright. See if we can get that over there. This wire is way too big for what I'm trying to do, and I've just pulled this one off. Clean off. Yeah, these wires are way too big. Let me get a thinner wires. There's no way I can be using a wire that thick. It ain't gonna work. And now I can't find where my wires are, my thinner ones. Is this any thinner? This might have to do. Do I have thinner wires again somewhere? Oh, wait here. I'll just cut one of these down. Give this a go. absolutely fail at trying to cut it. Okay, so we'll just grab a black and a blue. And we'll strip these down. And we'll strip this one down. That'll do. Just need some solder on them now. Okay, that's that done. Where's the other one? Here it is. Okay, that's tinned. Right, so we're going to put the black on the ground. On this absolute mess here that I'm calling the ground. Replace this chunky boy here. Take this one off here. Just throw them to the side. Okay, so this is our ground. Let's connect this. Green, blue wire, not green. Should be for our left audio signal. That should be on there. That can get tacked to this resistor over here. Hopefully that's connected enough. And fingers crossed it works now. We'll see. Nope. Ready to spray. Yep. So I have no idea why it's doing that. I've just also noticed, I know it's still there. Let's measure some voltages. What volt is on amp? Millivolts. Oh wait, no. 3.8 volts. Uh, 3.8 volts at the amp. 4.1 out from the Bluetooth. 4.1 out from the battery. That seems really erratic here though. Can I even get to there? The Bluetooth board doesn't seem to be getting power, I don't think. I don't know. Not getting a decent reading on the Bluetooth board. It's hard to get a reading with all these wires here though. Yeah, I'm getting like millivolts over on the 10 millivolts to the Bluetooth for some reason. Something to do with these capacitors, it must be. Okay, let's try removing. Moving there. Oh, I think I'm spotting the issue. If I show you guys under the microscope the component I just removed, and you tell me if you can spot anything that looks off with this component that could potentially might be causing an issue. It might not be, but if there's anything like off, or not quite correct, like maybe something here. Yeah, I think yeah, it's a dead cap, I think. That looks burnt to me. It's like a burn mark. Where this leg comes up here. You have a T7 to test with. What's a T7? Is that like the tool Andy's got for testing capacitors? If so, I don't have one of them. But we're certainly good at killing capacitors. Because I think this one here is dead too. I can't remember. Oh, that one's just disappeared. Oh, that one looks okay, I think. No, I don't have a component tester. Yeah, that one looks toast as well. So what are you saying? I should test this with a multimeter and test 47 to 100 N? Or just grab another one? I have other ones, not many left. I went through loads of these. We have other values. Try without ceramic, okay. I'll try with just an electrolytic. Negative over this side. I need to stop catching things with the goddamn solder and iron. I feel like a burn in my goddamn microscope. It's like the third time I've done that. Oh, if your multimeter does, yeah, I can do capacitance on my multimeter. I'll test it in a minute. These wires might be a little burnt. Everything might be a little bit burnt this project, including me burnt out. Can we get that to stay on there? To the power of magic? No, that's way too far away. There you go. So now we need to connect this. So this is like just an absolute mess right now. Move always away from Bluetooth. This will make noise. Yeah, I know. But there's like loads of noise and stuff being generated by the circuit anyway, I think, just the way we have it laid out. This is far from an ideal circuit. I can't even get this to connect. If it just keeps moving, don't have enough hands for this. Okay, that's connected finally. Let's try this other one. Okay, I think that's all connected. And you guys cannot see anything at all. There you go, sorry. Oh, I know, audio line's supposed to be as short as possible, move all I know all of this. We've gone incredibly long. I know, it's not ideal for testing. And that's why we try compacting it all down onto this board so everything was short as possible. But then we end up breaking a bunch of stuff. Yep, still getting the knock in. I think it's the resistors. We'll try removing this capacitor as well though. But I think having a resistor in line with the audio feed might be causing an issue. Try and connect these wires together. Okay, that is somewhat connected. Let's plug it in again. That doesn't sound good. But none of it comes with the cap, don't we? For any bit without the cap before. It's losing power now, though. I think this project is just cursed. breathe and carry on regardless. Yeah, I know. We'll just keep soldiering on. Where's the other negative? Here. This does not want to reach. Resident Evil in 30 minutes, I think. Nice. Yeah, I need to not stay on ridiculously late as well, so that probably suits me fine. I was hoping that this would be working by now. Like, why is this doing this? As if it's not getting proper power. It's just disconnecting and connecting. Okay, nice. Sounds like a good idea. Taking cartridge reader off. Okay, we'll try giving that a go, but it should be getting enough voltage anyway, because we've powered it all like this, like many times. I possibly just ripped about 10 trays off this Nintendo Game Boy SP. If it makes you feel any better. Damn. Yeah, that kind of does make me feel a little bit better, I guess. But we have spent like 10 million streams on this. I think the project is just cursed. Right. I'm going to remove this resistor. If this thing wants to stay. Okay. Rather than that, where's the wire? Oh, I didn't have a wire because there was a resistor. Okay. Let's grab the wire quickly. Have you skated because you're ready? I'm telling myself the fact I had to do it anyway because the corrosion is bad. And shut up, Andy. Oh well, guys. Alright, let's try again. I'm definitely gonna have to try some other Bluetooth modules, I think. I think this one is just cursed. Couldn't have picked a worse setup. That's what I get for buying the cheapest Bluetooth module. Yeah, Yeah, I saw you're going to try to do trace repair. I'd like to see that. Now we're getting a pulsating heartbeat. What the? Okay. Bluetooth module. Yeah, no, you're saying it needs 100 nanofarad cap, but we've run it like loads without caps, and it's worked completely fine. Like, it doesn't necessarily need it. Like, it helps, but there's no reason it shouldn't function without it. Get Bluetooth module off, buy a bin, and put it in there. Makes a different noise every time, I know. It is making a different noise every time. Do you reckon we're wiring something wrong? Watch me be stupid and I've like wired it backwards and I go open my music. Bluetooth. Okay, so we're looking from the opposite side of here on cyclosynthesis key. Saved when it's VCC here, no that is right. And then ground. Bluetooth module knackered. Maybe. Yeah, I know that the cap would smooth out the voltage, so we might have to have one because something might be broken, but necessarily shouldn't need one because we have run it without plenty of times. But we will get a nice big smoothing cap. Chuck one in there again. This one should work. That would be the negative. Okay, that's way too short, the legs are. Let's see if I can find another one. Yeah, I quite like the Welsh accent, thank you. I do love the Welsh accent. You could murder me as long as you kept talking. Oh, thank you. I can't find the capacitors I need anywhere. Let's look at all small ones. I don't know where the big ones have gone. Oh wait, here's some big ones. Here you go. Let's see it in. Okay, let's try one of these. There's just such a mess of cables right here. Let's try just tacking this thing on. It's not going to be the right way to do it. That's just going to fall off, I think. It doesn't feel... Oh, this goddamn sticky tape on this board is driving me insane. I've just got stuff everywhere right now. Okay, that's on a bit better. Oh, fuck. Shit. these gloves are definitely burn melt resistant. Ow. Just fucking starve myself with a soldering iron. Yeah, but the gloves didn't melt at all, so that's a good sign. But oh, I'm gonna have a blister there, definitely. That is stinging. Yeah, I've burnt myself way too many times lately with the soldering iron. Do not trust me with the soldering iron. I will burn myself. Which one am I trying to get it to? That one there. I burnt my little finger once. Oh, I've burnt myself badly a couple of times. One time I burnt, oh, that's absolutely killing. I was really sore. One time I dropped a massive blob of solder, and it went melted straight through my trousers and onto the top of my thigh. That one was painful. It was from the joystick soldering attachment, that big thing. So yeah, it holds a lot of heat. I shook it around and a big blob fell off. And one time I grabbed the soldering iron by the shaft or the stem, whatever you want to call it. That also really hurt, and oh my god, my hand is burning right now. That is going to leave a nasty blister. And it's funny because you can't even see it because of the glove. These gloves do protect you from minor burns. But yeah, that one's really starting to burn and sting now. Oh well, I've got a capacitor on here now. At least that was some entertainment for the stream. Need to guess, I think I do need some heat-proof gloves. Okay, that capacitor has fixed it. Ah, my hand hurts so much. I might go and rinse my hand out of some cold water. Fixed. Yep. Apart from that horrible buzz. But that's just because we need a ceramic capacitor. Sounds like one of Andy's wasps. It's coming for you, Andy. Bzzz. I think we just need a ceramic capacitor in there too. Taking it to the high frequency buzzing. We don't have many of these left though. Hopefully we don't fry this one, a very mad one. Alright, maybe we should disconnect the power before working on this. And the wires are too close to the antenna. Yep, I know. Hope we get wasps this year. I don't hope we get wasps this year. Let's not get wasps this year. Don't like bees. There's like a giant ass bee, like the size of a ping pong ball, flying around the office the other day. But like it was fine, it didn't bother me, it just kept flying into the lights all the time. And then just sitting on the light and chilling there. And then flying into the lights again. So I was like, alright, you do you, buddy. Just keep away from me. Let's figure try and get one of these on you now. See if this works. Will it work? I think that's kind of on there. Can you guys see that? So, emaciated, macerated wasps then. I don't know what that means. Remove the resistor on the amp you don't use. That shouldn't be doing anything though, should it? I guess I'll remove it. There you go. Okay, we're getting different sounds now. We're getting a more high-pitched sound now. The wasp in epic here. Yeah. That's a scary wasp. Wasp got a motorcycle. Alright, so do we remove this capacitor and add another one? Andy must have dosed an IPA. Is that how you've been doing to the poor wasps, Andy? I've seen videos on YouTube where people use it like petrol to make the wasps go sleepy time. He sprays them with IPA down, getting the wasps drunk. But wouldn't like a wasp be more aggressive when they're drunk if they're anything like people? Just go around starting fights with everybody. I think this setup is cursed. I thought that this ceramic one would work. Has anybody got any ideas? I appreciate the hearts, whoever spamming the hearts. Thank you very much. We have a heart spammer. Yeah, love. I'll spam the heart too with you. I have like barely any desk space. There you go. Usually it's chill. With the hearts. Yeah, I know Andy hates the hearts. It's all good, it's all love. Not seeing him in, yeah. You could always try arting him. So you normally spot the lurkers. If you can art them, they've got to be in the chat. Tim, do you have any recommendations for this apart from put it in the bin? Because we did have that stupid buzz eliminated before. Do I try? Did we discover if them caps were bad? Could I try adding another cap over here? No, can't add him. Usually goes to bed early compared to some of us. Yeah, I don't blame him. He's probably going to live longer than all of us. Especially me with all my late nights. Right, can we tack this on here? To see if we can smooth out the power going to the amp. Will this work or will this not work? Who knows? Because I certainly don't. I need to solder that wire back on now though. Has anybody got any ideas for any like projects they'd like to see? Because I am not too sure what I want to do next. I might still pause for like some audio stuff, but I'm looking for something that's less sensitive than audio. Because you can wire everything correctly and it still doesn't work. The horse farmer needs to step it up. I was thrashing them. Yeah, you need to install an auto clicker. I just said about macro on your keyboard. Okay, let's try. Okay, well, we're getting a different noise again now. I think this is like Grandpa or Daddy Ross this time. Never use a macro. Okay. Wasp has the trots. Oh God. Poor wasp. This wasp has been through a lot. Okay. Yep, there it is. What is going on with these wires? Don't even know how that one's underneath that one, to be honest. It shouldn't be. Just a jumble of mess. Okay. Let's just try adding. If in doubt, just add more components. So what's the solution? Oh, God damn it. It just fell off. Okay, will this work? More like toasted cheese and anti-MPRB and heart stopped. Yeah, it's clearly Andy. He loves the heart, really, he does. Nope. It's getting even faster motorbike now. Goddamn hate audio. Sounds like he's in a jam jar now. Heading down the M27. Yeah, I think I might have ideas for this. I do think we might have damaged this Bluetooth board, though, the fact that it won't boot without that capacitor. And he's back in the hard review. And he secretly loves the hearts. Do you think this thing is just cooked? Should we try adding a capacitor? See if I can find another one. Do we have another one here? Yeah. That's what I got to school for. First. Is that your favourite song? That's what I go to school for. Yeah, but that's like a really old song. You're showing your age there, aren't you? Meant to say something like, I don't even know what artists are popular these days. Like some mumble rapper. I think you can just go with that. You guys get as you can. You might as well just install it. Hell no, we had it way better than that before. We'll just have to just like try a different module, I think. I don't know. Just try this. Try the CR one. Yeah, I probably should. Or buy Digitalight. Yeah, Digitalight Isolate is too expensive, I think. Don't you spend that kind of money on it. At least we've got to use like 1 million different circuit components. If I've solved it the right way around, I wouldn't not blow anything up. I don't know if you guys can see that, I'm just soldering this onto the ESP. But it doesn't want to stay still. Okay. 10 minutes. It's when Michael's thing wrap up the stream about then. I don't know how to like raid or do any of that, like forward stuff on the stream. But I assume you guys have already know his channel and everything. I have to think what I want to do for like the next projects and stuff. If I want to look at repairing something, I'm not too sure yet. Because I've been like eyeing up PlayStation 1s and Game Boys maybe. But I'm not too sure. Like I think everybody's doing switches, so I don't particularly want to do like switches. They seem like complicated, and I think there's enough people doing that. But if anybody's got any ideas or anything they'd like to see. I was looking, PS1 is normally a laser, yeah. Can you buy like the replacement lasers then quite easily, or was that like not viable? Because most of the ones I've seen, it is just like, yeah, no reading a disc, so I assume it's the laser. I keep trying to bloody use the resistor leg to wick my wires, to tin them. Don't think so, damn, that sucks. Oh, I've just disconnected this capacitor now. There you go, that's connected. Might be hold on for dear life, but it's connected. More than I can say for that one. God damn it. We're not having any luck here, everything's just falling apart. We're doing a great job of soldering these together. Just going to quickly tack them together just to test. I'm going to have to use a helping hand, I think. Well, the PS1 seems to be the caps on your DVD board, but the lasers are prone as well. I have had to do at some point. Okay, nice. That's good to know, guys. Thank you. Do you know if you can buy like the lasers or anything? Would you need donor boards for that? Like a donor console. It's got to be an easier way to do what I'm trying to do right now. Because this certainly ain't it. I don't know if you guys can see, it's just a massive wires. They are available, okay, that's pretty cool. Positives, so we wanted to go this into this. Oh my god, I've just broken that wire off. Because I've done just such a terrible job of soldering it. And hopefully that one stays on this time. 3.3, let's try to solder that there. Okay, I'm going to have to move this. This is not going to work without this board being held. Can you guys kind of see that? Just going to solder onto this a minute. You can P-map them too, although it looks tricky. What's P-map? Just stay it on these wires. Let's grab some solder. PlayStation Management and Application Program is a tool for the PS2 console lasers to fix this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Didn't even realize that was a thing. Okay, will the ESP board work? Now I've put some A capacitor on it. I'm just going to plug the ESP board in and see. See if you guys can see that. I'm getting a flashing light on it. I seen Ace do it. It looks tricky to me though. Ah, okay. Yeah, it probably is tricky. Ace seems to do a lot of cool stuff like modifications and stuff. Stuff that'd probably be way beyond my skill set. Till Beach headphones connect. Done. Am I getting any volume out of this? I'm hearing like zero coming out, but I guess we haven't got the amp connected, and we've got it connected directly out to the output of that. And now let's test Chrome, find some music. Where's the Googles? Yeah, I get nothing coming out there, I don't think. Is this volume up? Yeah. Oh no, I am getting volume coming out of them. I'm also getting a crackling sound. We can't get any audio right, can we? This is on the ESP one, and that's got a capacitor on it this time, but it hasn't fixed our issue. And it's really, really, really quiet. See, I'm not too sure what to do. I think maybe we just look at another module, or might have a patch off camera or something, I'm not too sure. But this project is just not going right. I think it might be time to just not move on from the headset completely, but maybe move on from like this particular module or this exact setup. Because I think this might be damaged because it's not like powering properly without this capacitor, which it shouldn't need. That's all good, Andy. I appreciate. I'm assuming you guys are wrapping up, ready to go across to Michael's stream. So I will. Is that a half-past? If so, I'll wrap up the stream now in the next minute or so. If everybody's heading over there, because I do need an early night. But if anybody does have any ideas for the, as we head to Reflex, can I link? Yeah, of course you can, man. Yeah, it's no problem. If you want to link somebody's stream, because we'll be ending now any minute, because I don't really want to spend all night going in circles with this. Probably boring you guys to death with me trying like the same kind of stuff that we've seen in like part like 999, 998, etc. So I might look into maybe a different Bluetooth module. I'll try doing some more patching off stream. And I might put a bid on some wireless headsets. Does anybody know if I can get the ones which need the dongles working without the dongles somehow? I'm not too sure. Even if I can't, they still might have a bunch of components I could potentially use. Like they've got the board already there. So maybe I could solder a Bluetooth module just like to that, just for the Bluetooth aspect, and use everything else that's built onto the board itself. But I don't know. It might be worth it for the right price. If I can get like 3 or 4 of them for like £15, it might be worth it just for the content, just to patch with. Yeah, I know. I don't like accepting things. I know the digital isolators are quite expensive. I think just designing a board would be better. Just learning PCB design. But who knows? We'll figure something out. Because I would like to get some headsets working definitely with a decent module. If it comes to it, I might just have to put up with the annoying China lady voice, the pairing voice, if everything else works flawlessly. But if anybody does know a way to be able to flash and read those chips, that would be better, because it's got everything we need. And then we would just need to flash some code onto it ourselves. Or potentially I'd like to rip the code off it. So we can look at the code and make modifications, because that would just be so much easier. But I'm not too sure if that's possible. I know people can do it to chips on laptops and stuff, so potentially. Let's have a look at this. Does somebody want to link this stream in the Discord as well? I'll check it out once I get back. Yeah, the list I'm looking at is, yeah, it looks like it's got all the earpads. It just says no dongle Turtle Beach. So if we could get them working without the dongle. There are some other issues though. One's got a no power, one no use working on the left side, the other's no working on the left side, and another one's not powering on. But that might be an interesting fix maybe. For lockdown. Yeah, it might be, I'm not too sure. I might do some research on that tonight. Because that could be quite interesting. Okay, so I'll probably wrap the stream up here, and we will continue on with, I don't even know what to do next. I've been tempted to pick up some more controllers, but it's just trying to find the right price for them. Maybe I should sell some of the ones I've got, because I do have a bunch that need selling on, but I'm just going to have to double check everything's okay with them first. 360 controllers. Yeah, Xbox Series controllers. Because I've got like the thumbsticks and everything here for them ready, and the soldering attachments. That would be the best bet for me. But we'll have to figure it out. Or potentially look at making something. I'm not too sure. I was going to do some watches. I've got some here, but I can't seem to find. There's two I wouldn't mind doing. I found the casing, like the strap, and like the case basically. But I can't remember the terminology for it's been so long, but I can't find like the dials or the face or the movement for two of them. They're two Seiko ones, and I managed to find most of my electroplating stuff, but it turns out my 24 karat gold plating solution is all like leaked out basically and formed crystals all over the bottle, so we probably won't be able to do any gold plating. But I do have, I think it's for nickel plating. I have like two big bags of stuff for that, which I found earlier. And then I have like a little tester pack, which is for like pen plating. Can do controllers. What do you think of our next project? Maybe, yeah, controllers don't generally take too long. We could do a controller. I'd like to get a hot A so I could do a more variety of controllers, because like a bunch of them have like USB faults and stuff. So we'll have to look at that. And I've also been looking at like just job lots of like faulty electronics. Maybe work through something like that, see how many we can fix. But it's just trying to do things on a budget. I don't want to be spending an absolute fortune on things. So we will see. But if MD ever has any recommendations for something they'd like to see me attempt or try, build, it can be building, making, anything really. I just like to potch with things. We can give that a go. I have like loads of LEDs and stuff here, so I'd like to use them at some point. But we'll come up with something. I do still need to add some lights into that transparent controller, so we will do that one day. I'm just gonna have to look how the carb LEDs are wired, because I can see this one here has got 3 legs. This one's a 12 volt though. But I don't need, because I guess that's for data. I could just need one with 2. Yo, what's going on, Grass Puddle? You've come just the wrong time. We were literally just wrapping up the stream, sadly, because we are running into a bit of a dead end with this board. It was just dragging out a bit, and there is somebody screaming Resident Evil. So I think most of the people are going to be heading across today. And I thought it might be a good excuse for me to maybe not stay up till early hours of the morning for once. But we were just wrapping up and just trying to discuss future potential projects. Thank you very much, Grasspad. That's much appreciated. Yeah, this is the stream that everybody's heading across to as well when we wrap up here for Resident Evil. Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, that's true. I might attempt to do some gaming at some point if MD would be interested in gaming streams, because I did used to play quite a lot of games. I just haven't played them in a while. Or I could potentially go back to game development, because I was developing on UEFN for like 2 years. But everything started getting really coding based, and I'm awful at coding. But I did start making a map that was originally inspired by Left 4 Dead, Dead Center, the finale episode. episode, finale level, where you have to collect gas cans and refill gas into a car. But rather than zombies, I had like mannequins in the mall that would come out and attack you. But I had issues trying to make the code work to localize sounds. So each one of the AIs had their own individual localized audio coming from where they were. So you could actually have like audio perception and figure out where enemies were coming from, but I just couldn't get it working. And then I took a break, and that was like 4 months ago. I haven't gone back to it. My PC would grind to a halt. I can see if I can record a squad game sometime. Yeah, my PC would have no issues streaming and stuff like that, and streaming and running games. I've got like a 50, I don't know, it's a 50 series. It's not the top end of the 50 series. It might be a 5060 or 5070. I can't remember, to be honest, which one it is. And I've got like 12 cores. Yeah, Squish streams would be cool. Yeah, we do need some Squish streams as well. That'd be sweet. Yeah, you should potentially record if you go on stream and do both at the same time, or try lowering the bit rate. I just noticed I'm getting 0 drop frames today, which is good because my internet was playing up all last night. You don't need much gear to stream. Like, to do this kind of stuff, you need a whole bunch of gear. Like, I need a whole bunch more to add extra cameras and angles and, you know. But to do like content for video games, you don't really need too much. Like, Windows has got a built-in thing where you can record your gameplay and clips and stuff like that, or just flat out just record your screen. And you can just get like any old headset to do the audio. If you record the audio separate in Audacity, you could probably do a bit of like tweaking and stuff on it. You know, to make the audio better. Like, I'm not too sure what you do to off the top of my head, but you could probably tweak it to make it sound a bit nicer. I could do Pirate Kraken with Skylink. It might be possible. Pop on from us very loud though. What's a private Kraken stream? You put the streams from a plane. That would be pretty cool. You fly a plane? Yeah, I'd like to see a stream from a plane. That would be pretty crazy, man. Yeah, definitely. That would be cool. Let's just play a plane stream. He tries a lot of times on them. Ah, okay. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool to see. I haven't been on a plane in a long time. I just ride on them. Ah, okay. Either way, that would be cool to see. I'm always interested to see what other people are doing. Okay. Travel work, but stuck in Texas this month. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. It's probably better to have a job like that. I know traveling is probably kind of annoying at certain times, but I guess you get to see more of the world and stuff, and not just see the same 4 walls day in, day out. Also, at some point soon, I need to try and look into adding some more stuff for you guys in the chat. Stuff we can do with the bot, just to keep you guys entertained. Any like games or any sounds or commands maybe you guys can do. And I need to look into like maybe more overlays and maybe some text on the screen and stuff, so people can see what we're working on a bit easier, because I kind of like that. I think Andy has it on his stream. Because the one time he doesn't write it on his stream, everybody's asking him every 2 minutes what he's working on. It's quite funny. Just bring in Squish as a guest co-host, yeah, definitely. I just think Paddle dislikes my dirty voice. Alright, I think we're just gonna like navigate the voice. If you know what you mean. Oh, drama in the chat. I'm going to wrap up the stream now, and hopefully next time maybe we'll have this working, maybe this will be in the bin, who knows, because I'm going to be fully honest, I've really had enough of this stupid module right now. Nothing has gone to plan. We've gone to one of these, I think. I think this is potentially broken. I think I might just go and buy a different module, and we might just go from there. Who even knows at this point? But I feel like this might be getting a bit repetitive for you guys. So we'll see if we can find something new and exciting to do for the next stream, maybe. Or maybe not the next stream, a stream soon. Because I do not want to keep dragging this out for literally 1 million parts. We'll figure something out. Yeah, it's been good though, because I have learned a lot by doing this, so it's helped me get a better understanding of you know, how electronic components work, what they do. I've always struggled to grasp the difference between series and parallel, but now I finally understand it after actually wiring stuff in series and parallel a bunch of times. So just, even if I don't get success from this, the learning process has been fun and interesting. Learning more about, like, you know, I've never had capacitors and stuff before to use, so it was nice just to do them, but more research on grounding and interference and learning what inductors are and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a fun learning experience, even if we don't get anything from this, but I still do want to get some kind of Bluetooth thing working so we can recommend to people who want to do headset mods, like what, not the best setup, because I've said don't know all setups, but what a decent setup could be. And we have the 3 other headsets wired ones we want to convert. But for now, yeah, audio is hard, is what I learned. Yeah, same. Like, picking an audio project probably wasn't the best, because audio circuits are so sensitive to interference and noise and stuff. And any interference or noise just gets carried along, basically. Your signal lines and out through your speakers. So maybe we don't do audio for the next project. Maybe we do something with like pretty flashing lights. Even though you can't get issues with that, but you can just filter out with some capacitors for that, probably. Or power injection if your LEDs are running a bit lower. Maybe make a Bluetooth speaker. Maybe I don't do anything with audio, because it's making me want to bloody pull my hair out. But I have been tempted to do some Bluetooth stuff, because these amps are technically made for like speakers and not headphone speakers. That's what we're having some issues, because we didn't have the most compatible parts, to be honest, because we were meant to be doing the ESP, and then we just bought this just as a spade, a test, but like the ESP was drawing 175 milliamps and this is drawing 25. Like, that's under load while powering speakers and the amp and everything. So it's like 20-hour battery life running this, or like 2.5 running the ESP. Impedances, yeah, audio impedance and stuff, yeah, and that's like one of the biggest issues I think we are running into, is impedance issues and potential difference and stuff, because apparently that causes so many issues. Yeah, audio is just stupidly complicated. Basically, I watched like 4 or 5 hours of videos on like circuit board design and like proper ground internet techniques and stuff like that. And I think with this tech, like the way we're doing this, it's just, you're never going to get a perfect result. From what I've learned, you need a 4-layer PCB, because the distance between the surface and the first ground plane is like the smallest, so you have the lowest impedance. And obviously then you can obviously tie everything into one shared ground plane, which means you've got good grounding, and apparently that solves most of your issues that we're experiencing. But I guarantee if I tried to design a PCB, I'd forget something, and then we'd have like 10 PCBs, which are useless. We'd have to do it again. But we'll figure something out. If I can find myself 1 or 2 cheap Xbox controllers, Xbox Series controllers, I'll pick up 1 or 2 of them so we can do some stick changes. It'll probably be a stick change, most of them are. It might be a bumper repair, Obviously it's going to be like a refurbishment. We'll obviously clean in everything like we normally do in the ultrasonic cleaner and all of that kind of stuff, replace any parts that need replacing. But I'd like to do something a bit more interesting and different, so I'm going to have a little think, see if we can come up with any ideas. So I'm going to wrap up the stream there. Thank you very much for everybody who's tuned in tonight. It's always much appreciated. Take it easy, Grass, Squish, and anybody else who is still lurking out there. You're all much appreciated. Everybody have a enjoy the. Didn't realize you were still lurking there, James. That's no problem. Thank you guys for tuning in more than anything, because to me, I don't think this stream has been very great or very entertaining. So I appreciate everybody popping in, everybody hanging about, having a chat and contributing. Because I don't feel like I've really achieved anything or entertained you guys. If anything, you guys have entertained me more than anything and helped me. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And anybody's interested, there's a stream going on Reflex's channel. The link should be there in the chat if anybody wants to head over. And your positive words of encouragement are much appreciated, guys. It always means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night or the rest of your day, depending where you are, guys. And we will stream again soon, hopefully. Take it easy. Bye now.